Speaking with NBC5 over the phone Thursday, the attorney for Tinsley Lewis's family says the fight for her life is far from over.
We have to go to work keeping this baby alive and defending her legal rights under the United States and Texas Constitutions.
The 11-month-old has been in the care of Cook Children's her entire life. She was born with a heart defect and has since developed chronic lung disease. Her doctors say there's nothing more they can do. An order issued Thursday says Cook Children's can withdraw life-sustaining treatment.
And what she's showing us is that she's suffering. She is in pain. She is sedated. She is paralyzed. She can't move. And we're trying to keep her as quiet as we can so that she doesn't get any worse. We're doing things to her, not for her.
The family's attorney says they remain optimistic they can find another hospital to take Tinsley's case, criticizing the state law at the center of this case as unconstitutional.
The real culprit in this case is the statute. We've always attacked the statute. Trinity's alive because of the good care that she received from Cooks so far.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Friday morning now. We're on the other side of midnight of Thursday, so it's Friday morning. And I'm glad because of that. You understand? Shout out to the dear sisters, Queen I Know Who I Am, for giving me this story right here. You understand? It's one of those stories, though, that's pretty much a tearjerker, you see? Because the thing is this, as you know, this baby, they just want to remove from life support. They're just heartless and greedy, and I'm sure, if it was some sort of dear relative of theirs, well, they'll be on life support as long as they possibly can be on life support, and of course, they don't make it any better when they send one of them old mammy type ass, ones wanted. They put her ass up front to come and deliver the crushing news, you see. And she know damn well if it was one of her family members even, again, she will feel just like, the family of that baby does, that 11-month-old baby. As it says here, we already know that judge rules Fort Worth Hospital can remove infant from life support. Now, let me see, I think it was probably about, could have been last month sometime. I read an article about this story where, they had granted the child like 3 weeks. I think it was 3 weeks that she can remain on life support, And it's just amazing how fast that time went, because the Queen I Know Who I Am, she pretty much reminded me about that, when she brung it up about, the hospital, what a judge ruled in favor of the hospital to take the baby off life support. Damn shame. Let's get into the story and see it from our perspective. A judge is giving a Fort Worth hospital the green light to remove an 11-month-old girl, baby girl, from the life support despite her family's protest. Joe Nixon, the attorney representing the family of Tinsley Lewis, said the child's mother, Trinity Lewis, was disappointed in the decision. Rightfully so. I'm adding that, by the way, She wants her baby to live, Nixon said. We believe that under the United States and Texas Constitution that it is Trinity's decision and not the hospital's. A notice of appeal has been filed for the family as of Thursday. Nixon added they are also filing an emergency motion to stay. If granted, it will prevent the hospital from removing life-sustaining care while the appeal is ongoing. Life has not left the hospital since her Lewis has not left the hospital since her premature birth and has been on a ventilator since she went into respiratory arrest in July, according to hospital staff. Now, when I saw the baby, and you can see in a lot of these pictures down here, the baby looked conscious though. So I mean, to take her off the life support would be just like letting her die, just killing her. As far as I'm concerned, that's what it seems like, because the child looks conscious to me. But to continue, the child suffers from a heart defect and has undergone 3 open heart surgeries. She also has chronic lung disease and severe chronic high blood pressure, and the hospital has argued that doctors believe she is suffering. Winnie King, a spokesperson for Cook Children's, said Lewis' case was emotional and difficult for everyone involved, including the medical staff taking care of her. Now, y'all look at this baby. Don't this baby right here, she looks conscious to me. She looks like, she can see, she knows that, somebody's in front of her. She's conscious, so I don't understand what they mean by if you take her off of this, it's the baby will just die. And that's kind of like killing her. That's what it seems like to me. Let me see what this says. Let's check this out.
Cheers to the new year, Nebraska Furniture.
Oh, loud commercials. We may have already watched this video. Let me see.
Says nothing will happen right away as the family's appeal is heard. For now, little Tinsley remains where she's been for all of her 11 months in intensive care on life support.
We will continue to give Tinsley the care that we have always given her for as long as this goes on.
Yeah, we saw that. I don't want to see her ass no more. Because, see, I know who she riding with, But back to the story. It said, but I'm going to be quite honest with you. At some point, Tinsley is going to make a choice. Her little body is so tired, and she's been through so much, King told reporters Thursday. What she's showing us is that she's suffering. She's in pain. She is sedated. She is paralyzed. She can't move, and we're trying to keep her as quiet as we can so that she can't get any worse. We're doing things to her, not for her. The hospital will honor their agreement with Lewis' family and allow them to continue to search for another medical over the next 7 days. But they will not make any sudden or out of the blue decisions, King said. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, like right here, like this other video up here, the baby looks conscious. And the baby looks conscious right here, too. She's looking that way. She's holding on to the little baby right here. A little stuffed animal, and some other little stuffed animals. You see, the baby looks conscious to me. The child's family requested a temporary injunction to keep Tinsley alive until another hospital that would agree to care for the little girl would be identified. Nixon told NBC5 the real culprit of the case was the statute. These are tens of dozens of people every year in Texas whom this statute is applied, he said. It's frightening in that it removes the ability to make the decisions for what care will be provided to patients from patient. Yeah. Huh. It shifts this reads funny. It shifts it over to the doctors. Last month, Trinity Lewis said she believes her daughter will continue to fight. This isn't Tinsley's first rodeo. She's made it this far. I know she's going to continue to fight for her life, Lewis said. All praises to the Most High that she's made it this far. And he just might bring her through this if, especially with the help of another hospital. And, get her out of that hospital, At the hearing, At the hearing last month, Dr. Jay Duncan, one of Tinsley's physicians, described the girl's complex condition and Cook Children's effort to treat her, which have included about 7 surgeries. The cardiac intensive care doctor said that for the first 5 months of Tinsley's life, doctors hoped she might one day at least be able to go home. But Duncan said there came a point when doctors determined that had run out of surgical and clinical options. Well, they had run out of surgical and clinical options, and that treatment was no longer benefiting Tinsley. Duncan said last month the girl would likely die within half a year, and noted the hospital has made extraordinary efforts to find another facility for her. She is in pain. Changing a diaper causes pain. Suctioning her breathing tube causes pain. Wow. Being on the ventilator causes pain, he said. I think where the pain is being caused at is in y'all pocket, and that's what you're crying for. You want to know the truth about it. I really do believe that. I think this comes down to money. But to continue, Duncan said there had been many, many conversations with Tinsley's family about her dire condition. We care a lot about Tinsley, Duncan said. We care a lot about her family. In response to the order Thursday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott and Attorney General Ken Paxton issued a joint statement in support of the Lewis family. They added the state was prepared to take the case to the Supreme Court if necessary. And I guess this is the documents right here where, they filed, this, where they can keep the baby on getting the care. And at least until they can find another hospital that has a heart enough, that's righteous enough to take the kid in, instead of worrying about money. These people, that's all they care about is money. And it's a damn shame. See, I watch Animal Rescue. I tell you, and I saw them put so much effort into saving the lives of dogs. I'm going to tell you that. I'm saying I ain't saying they put more effort into saying, saving the life of those dogs than I've seen them do with this baby. But they just didn't want to give up on the dogs. But here you hear them talking about actually giving up on this child right here. And it's a damn shame. May it be, hopefully, if, all prayers, are answered the Most High's will to, bring this child through, if it be in his will. We can only hope. This is one of those situations where I'll tell you, wow, I wouldn't want to be in it. And I really do hate to see these people going through it, to tell you the truth. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this story right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please remember to live your life as though we are being watched, simply because we are. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.